Ready.
This is Fat Bee Man, and I'm at one of my out yards at one of my students, Tim's, and this hive had tipped over, and I didn't get back in time, so it's already had swarm cells and hatched out. Here is the new queen, right here. Now I'm going to go through and set this queen back in. Now you can see most of the brood is already hatched. There's a little bit of the drones that's still coming out, hatching. But I'm going to set the queen back in the hive, and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you how many times this hive could have been split. Don's either too busy or too lazy to get over here. Alright, that's got some drone comb. Whenever you have a hive and you start getting drones on the corners like this, see, here's a drone right now hatching. That's an indication the hive is getting ready to swarm, because they're not going to make those drones unless they're getting ready. Now let's see here, here's one cell here, here's another one, and we'll get the next frame. This is an 8-frame hive and probably could have made a dozen splits. Here's a cell that hatched, here's another one, here's another one. That's 3 on this one frame. So basically this hive here, I've done lost $100 to $200. And probably it's done swarmed at least twice already. You got to work these bees. Now see, there's no actual larvae in here. There's nothing really except a few drones that's hatching. So this hive is going to have to be kept an eye on, because that is a virgin queen and she's going to fly out. And when she flies out, there's always that chance that she don't return. And if she don't return, then you've lost the bees. But I'm going to do another thing here, which this hive had this super on it. And I'm going to remove the super and just put the feeder back on, because one of my students, we got into talking about demoralization. Right now, this hive can be demoralized very quickly by putting too many supers on it or putting that empty super back on. Too much area for the bees to occupy and keep the heat, because temperature fluctuation. It's just like if I told one of my students to go down to the corner, which is 1,000, 200, 2,000 feet, and walk down to get my hive tool I left on the front porch. Or he could probably do that, but if I said walk to Atlanta, I left it on the courtroom steps, that just overwhelms him. He's already got that feeling, well, I can't do it. The bees are doing the same thing, and basically what that's called is demoralization. And when you demoralize a hive, they don't work. And you notice this don't have a lot of honey, and we're in a heavy honey flow. Right now, these bees are filling about super a week to 10 days. They're filling them. So what I'm going to do is put the hive back together, and I'm just going to put the feeder back on, close them down. As soon as that queen comes back and gets mated, this hive is going to start to boom, because those bees don't have a reason to store honey. They don't have a good queen. Right now they're in limbo until she goes out and gets mated, comes back fully mated, then she starts to lay, and then you start bringing the honey. That's the Fat Bee Man from one of my out yards.